The 16th of January, Rabbi Furst, Pierke, Avos.
Hey, thank you. As Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here, Yeshiva Tzalmanav, Yerushalayim Kirov Zoom. First year this morning, learning Pierke Avos, the sixth parak, and we are learning commentary of the Horos Nasa. Okay, we left off with the last paragraph that we did was, I believe, the one with the about Oime Kolos Torah Lishma, and then we went to V'yomru, and that should bring us to, I think we did Hey and Vav, and so we're now in, if you see the paragraph starting with the Oz Vav, we did the first two, and I think now we're V'darcho Asi, no, V'darchenu Asi Shaper. Yeah.
No,
Right. The third paragraph under the Oz Vav, if you have it there.
Should I read?
Hey, yeah. Yeah, sure, if you'd like.
Excuse me. Ule darchenu osi Shapir. And his path is proper.
But Darkino, and our path is very good, right? The way we've been explaining things is very good. Meaning, the last two paragraphs have been dealing with the sort of like a side question, because it mentions in the Mishnah, it says V'yomer Tzadik v'Chosid. It starts out at Tzadik and then Chosid. So that, I mean, there's a certain of a question here. The Mishnah says Tzadik v'Chosid. So usually, the person who's a Chosid, I would think he's also already included in being a tzaddik, but that's going to deal with the question that the commentary is dealing with over here, that who is actually, there's not so easily understood who's on a greater level, the tzaddik or the chassid. In general, we understand that the chassid is on a higher level than the tzaddik, because he's bringing proofs here. And that's what he means, darchenu, meaning our derech, that we understand that a chassid is greater than a tzaddik. So we have to understand that what does it mean when the Mishnah says Umar, that's where it says Ozavav over here, right? Umak Sharto Lios Tzadik v'Chosid v'Yasher. You have Tzadik, Chosid v'Yasher. So usually, I don't know if you find all these things. These are three different types of people. They're separate things, and usually you'd understand these things to be one person's a tzaddik, one is a chassid, this was an yasher, right? But not that they're all three things in one person, right? So the question that's really in the back of this Mishnah is that what does it mean? Is Maksharta was prepared to be a tzaddik, a chassid, and a yosher. V'neman is also going to be an eman, right? So I mean, if these three things are different traits that are found in one or in different people, very good. But if these are specifically people, you call a person a tzaddik. You're not referring to him as a trait, right? That's not a trait. That's a person who's a tzaddik. Person's a yosher. Person's a nema, right? So the question is this listing of tzaddik, chassid, yosher, and neman, is that a hierarchical listing here, going from one person who's the lower going to a higher person who's higher? Or is it something which has to do with traits within a certain person? So now he took the first two paragraphs. Now in this section, he's discussing the point that a tzaddik is not as high on a level as a chassid. A chassid is a higher level of serving a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And so that would lend it to the understanding this is talking about not of traits, but of certain people. A person who's a tzaddik is not on the highest level yet, of a higher level rather than being a chassid. And a chassid has already past that stage of being a tzaddik. But that's the way he seems to be learning, and that's what it means by darchenu. Darchenu, that we're learning that the tzaddik is not on the highest level, and the chassid is on the higher level than the tzaddik. So now he's going to explain it. It works out very well. Okay, go ahead.
The hakona, the man, divai, the mahu, chassid, the kayem, milay, did nazkir, did nazkin, klomar, sheyikayem, gam ma she goram, hizak la'atzmo. Okay, so hakona, is that to acquire?
No, hakavana, the intention.
Oh, the intention of the one, the boy that needs the mahui. What is the mahui?
The machavi chasida kaimi, the one that wants to achieve, he wants to become a chassid. To become a chassid, makayim mili denizikin. That the person who wants to become a chassid, he wants to become pious, he should fulfill milim denizikin. He should fulfill those things which are relevant to the monetary laws which are relevant between Ben and Chaveru. People think so. Chassid is somebody who's very pious. Maybe he's very careful in washing his hands. He's very careful in making his brachas. He's doing all kinds of very religious things. It's all true and very good, and nothing wrong with that at all. But if a person really wants to be a chassid, according to what Chazal are interested in chassid, he should make sure he doesn't do any damage to anybody. Stay away from damaging people. And your belongings.
Noach? Noach was a chassid?
Noach, no, Noach was not referred to as a chassid. Maybe he was a chassid, but it doesn't refer to as being a chassid.
Is this with this nun vav ches? Is that Noach?
Nun vav ches. 1 second. That the chassid noach lo hanizik machazik acherim. That a chassid, it's noach means it's preferable or it's better for him. Lahazik, that he should to be damaged rather than to damage others.
Ah. Diyoter yesh liyizhar shalo lahazik acharim mi limizhar shalo yehei nizok ba'atzmo. So it's
you look there in Tosus and Baba Kama and Chav Gimel Amud Aleph, that Tosus explains there the Yoser Yesh Lizar Shelo Lahazik Acherim Lahazik Shelo Yehi Nizuk Ba'atzmo. Tosus explains there that a person, this is something, a general rule, a person should be more careful that he does not damage other people than he should be more careful that he does not get damaged himself.
Uchein Amru Kashto Lios Tadik B'chassid. So therefore, they say, what is Chashar 2?
That's the Mishnah. The Mishnah says he's prepared to become a tzaddik and a chassid. Person who's learning total Shema is prepared. He's on the way to becoming a tzaddik and a chassid.
Mitechila Tadik Haoseh Keshuras Hadin V'achar Kach Holid Omisala V'Naasa Chasid Haoseh Lefanim Mishvaras Hadin. Mishras Hadin. So initially, a tzaddik makes what is Keshuras Hadin?
Keshuras Hadin is like according to the strict letter of the law.
Strict law. And afterwards, Holich, he goes, Umis Allah, and he goes up.
Yes, he improves.
He improves and becomes a chassid.
That's right.
That does that performs strict justice.
No, the tzaddik begins by being a tzaddik who's going according to the straight letter of the law, and then he improves. He continues and he elevates himself. And Nasa chassid becomes a chassid. And he goes beyond the letter of the law.
Oh, beyond.
Yeah, that's lifnim mishuras hadin. Is kishuras hadin is like the letter of the law, and lifnim mishuras hadin is beyond the letter of the law.
So it seems like a tzaddik is reactive and a chassid is proactive.
Could be, yeah. You could state it that way to a certain extent. That's okay.
Like Yosef HaTzadik, so he's called Yosef HaTzadik because he didn't sin.
Right. Yeah, that's good. Right, very good.
The Hadar Amar Vayashar Vinoman.
Now the Mishnah goes. The Brisa goes back and says Yosher is also prepared to be a Yosher and a Neman.
Straight and faithful.
Right.
He Hayosher Hagia Lisa the Tichleis Konas Rias Ha'adam. Because the one who is straight. Hagia is to tell.
He achieves.
I'm sorry.
He achieves Hagia letachlis kavanas brias ha'adam. The person, he a yasher, a person's a yasher, he has reached the goal of the intention of the creation of man.
Uche ne'emar. Asher asa Elokim es ha'adam yashar. It says in Koheles that Hashem made man straight. Ki hayashar eno nota min hako haroi v'ha mitivan. Because the one who is straight does not nota. Is that to give?
No, he doesn't veer off. He doesn't turn min hakav from the path.
From the proper path of his intention?
Ki hayasher eino noite min hakav haroi v'hamechave. And the person who's a yasher does not veer from the path which is proper and intended.
Behu mamash kiratzon bor lo yichasid kol bo. And he actually wants.
That's Umamish kiritzon habori lo yachsar. That's a resh. Lo yachsar kolbo.
Yachsar. So he wants the actual desire of Hashem. What's Yachsar?
He's not lacking anything. Chasar is to lack.
He's not lacking anything. So in other words, if he wants what Hashem wants, then he's not lacking anything.
Right. His intention is to fulfill what Hashem wants, and therefore he's not lacking in anything.
V'ne'emar.
But no, this is Veneman. This is what's the understanding of the categorization, the trait of being a Ne'eman?
Hayinu she midraga zu lo yisor mi menu leolam. What's shemidraga?
This madrega, this status, this level.
Oh, Madrega. That it is at this level what is Yisur?
Lo Yasur Mimeno Olam. He doesn't, it's also from the, so we had the word similarly, well, Yasur, like the Ben Sur or Mora, right? The Ben Sur or Mora, wayward. He's not um, uh, going to deviate from this level, this status at all, ever.
Ukilashon miyamav ne'emanim she enam poskin uh I don't know the abbreviations at the end.
That Kemosha Kasev B'Tiferes Yisrael. That's what it means. Koloshim miyemav ne'emanim. For like in all his days, they were trustworthy. As it's said and written in the Tiferes Yisrael. That's another commentary on Avos, on Mishnayos actually, in Avos as well. Okay, so the Neman is apparently even there's Tzaddik, there's Chassid, there's Yosher, and then there's a Neman, and they appear to be ascending levels of perfection.
So a Ne'eman is somebody who has faith.
No, a Neman is someone that is maintaining his avoda to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in a way that will never deviate. He's Neman, he's trustworthy.
Trustworthy. Okay, Zion.
Yeah.
The Nehanin Mimenu Eitzah V'Toshia Bina Ugevura Shne'emar Li Eitzah V'Toshia Ani Biana Li Gevura. And the benefit, he benefits from advice.
Like people benefit from him, rather.
People benefit from him. What's Eitzah?
Eitzah is through advice. They get counsels from him.
People benefit from his advice.
Yeah.
And what is Toshia?
Toshia, that's like valuable just I'm gonna look this pasuk up. I think it's worthwhile. Look at the pasuk 1 second. It should be, I think, in Kehelis. No, I'm sorry. Mishle. Mishle. Apparently it's in Mishle. Yeah, it's in Mishle. If you want to look it up, it's in Mishle. Perek Ches, Pasuk Yud Daled.
Proverbs.
$2014,
Excuse me.
is that chapter 20, verse 14?
Um, I think I think it's in Mishle, Perek Ches, Pasuk Yud Daled.
Oh, Ches, 8:14.
8:14, right?
Okay, so it says, counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding, I have strength. By me kings reign and princes decree justice.
Right. Right. So you have eight is counsel. Toshia is wise, is wisdom. Right. Toshia is wisdom.
Ah. Uh, Bina is understanding. Ugavura is might. Shne'emar, Li Etza V'Toshia. As it says, mine is good counsel and wisdom. Ani Bina Li. I am understanding. I'm sorry, I have to get the door.
Mayor?
I quote Pasuk here.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
also.
right? Pasuk here is the reference that's being made to
As well.
the
Oh, I forgot about these.
milas.
What's it, 8:14?
So based on this pasuk, you see that these are the uh, advantages that the Bryce is telling us about the person who's learning the Torah Lishma. Right. Then he says the Li Eitze V'Soshia Ani Bina Li Gevur. I have counsel. There's to me counsel and wisdom. I have Bina understanding. Li Gevur. I have might. So he says the kavana. What's the kavana? Afagav dezeh shosu b'torah lishma hela vadai hu perish minyani ha'olam v'hev love v'chol hagigol b'torah Hashem. Meaning, even though that this one who was engaged in Torah lishma, these vadai perish from olam hazeh. Okay, Lou, you want to pick it up again, right? We just quoted the pasuk, right? We posted the pasuk in Li Eitz Shua Ani Bina Li Gevura Hakavana. What does it mean? What's the kavana of this pasuk?
Hakavana, the intention. דאף אגב, דזה שעוסק b'Torah, even though that this one is involved in the Torah learning, lishma, for its own sake, halo vadai shahu perush ma'anini ha'olam b'ha belia b'havliv
Bahavlav.
b'havlav the whole hagigiv b'toras Hashem. So, is it not certain that he, Perush is he explains, I don't know Ma'anini.
No, all that's his parish, his vadai shu parish mi inyane ha'olam, from all the activities of the world.
Oh, activities. And what is this? Hablav?
That's the same. That's the source of that word is hevel, from, if you remember in Kelis, call hevel havalim. I call hevel havalim.
Nothingness.
Right. That the person who's learning Torah Lishma, he's definitely abstains, separates himself from all the activities of the mundane world and its havalim, although the wastefulness of it. V'chol hagigov b'Torah Hashem, and all his enjoyment, is in the Torah of HaKadosh Baruch.
V'im kain, eich yitaken sheyochal le'ayatz achus the anshe ba'alma be'anini ha'olam hazeh. Therefore, how can he fix so that he's able, is this to give advice?
Right, he's asking a question here. I mean, the person who's learning Torah Lishma, he's definitely not interested in all the things that are going on in the world. And he's not interested in all the wasteful things in the world. And his only desire, his only joy is from the learning of the Torah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How is it possible? How in the world he's able to advise people in things which have to do with mundane affairs? He's completely separate from the mundane secular world. So how is he qualified to give people secular advice?
You
might know one of the famous stories they say about Rav Moshe Feinstein, Zechron Rocha, was a very dangerous operation, something that had to do with a brain operation, and the doctors themselves didn't know how to to approach the operation. They came to, I'm not sure, I don't think the doctors came, I think that, I think the patient came, that Rav Moshe Feinstein, Zechron Bracha, Rav Moshe told him to cut in this area, do this, and to do that. How could it be? Rav Feinstein didn't go to medical school, didn't ever go to college, Baruch Hashem. How did he know what to do? And the answer here, that's the question he's asking here. Person who's learning Torah Lishma, he's definitely not involved with mundane secular affairs. So how is he qualified to give people secular mundane advice?
Lezeh Amar de Adraba. Hatzadik Haosek B'Torah Lishma Mi Menu Eitza Gam B'Chol Ha Vius Haolam. It says, on the contrary, the tzaddik that is involved in Torah for its own sake, what is nehanin?
They benefit. The person who is learning Torah Lishma, other people benefit from him. Eitzah. They gain from him Eitzah, counsel. Gam b'kol havos ha'olam, even in all areas of the world, in all aspects of worldly affairs.
He kol chachamos hatevel ganuzos b'Torah b'dusha, because all wisdoms
Tevel means all mundane wisdoms,
all mundane wisdoms, what's genuzus?
They are hidden.
They're hidden in the Holy Torah.
Right. Okay.
Ukamo she ha'arich b'zeh haramban zal and it's like that which is
Elaborated. Shahari to elaborate.
Elaborated.
Right, Mayor? The word sha'arik is like elaborate, to elaborate on something.
Yeah. It's a good word.
So it's like what's elaborated on by the Ramban. Ki hakol nechtav b'Torah b'perush o b'remes, because everything that is written in the Torah in the explanation or in the hinting,
That like the Rambam writes in his preface to his commentary on the Torah, everything is written in the Torah either beferish openly or beremes, or through intimation.
V'shlema,
No, that's Shlomo Hamelech.
Shlomo HaMelech, Shenatan Lo, Alkim, Elokim, Ha-Chama, V'ha-Mida, Hakol Min HaTorah, Haya Lo. And Shlomo HaMelech, that Hashem gave to him wisdom and status.
No, Mad is like knowledge, wisdom and knowledge.
Knowledge. All of it from the Torah. It was for him. Umi mana lamad al so ad sof kol ha toldos, and from this he learned until the end of all the generations.
Well, that would be well, toldos could mean generations, but I think here it's more toldos, like all those all the following consequences.
Vafilu pechus ha ashvim usegulatam she chasuv ba afilu sefer refuos kule. And even, what is kachos?
Kokos are like the abilities of well, actually not so. The kokos are subbing. It's like the medicinal properties of asabium, like herbs. Even the medicinal properties of herbs, the sugulosum, and their advantages.
It is written in it, yes, in the Torah.
Right.
Even the book of healings, etc. Ve'ech yasu hazmanim merutzatz ha-shamayim ukevios ha-kochavim lechos ha-behemos ve'chamas ha-chayos tokef ha-rochos Shavos Adam. Yachasei ha elanos vichachos hasar
Hashrushim.
hashrushim. Okay, so how is it that he makes times what's marutzas?
Right, the Eicha Asosas money and how to calculate the times. Marutzas Shemayim, the paths of the stars in the heaven, Kavias Akokavim, Luchos, and to establish the charts of the constellations.
And the animals?
Right. Habehemos, Vachama Sachayos, Tokef Ruchos, that he understands about the animals, Vechemas Achayos, Vechemas Achayos. I'm not sure about that expression. I'm not sure what that expression means. Chemas Achayos. Tokef Ruchos is the extents of the winds. Makshavas Ha'adam, the thoughts of people. Yachasi Ha'elyonos, Kuchos Hashroshim, the understanding of the different trees and the abilities that their roots have for medicinal purposes.
Kol davar mechusa, v'chol davar megula, yadati. Every matter of mechusa and megula are known.
Right.
And all
these things are known through the Torah.
And all of this is known in the Torah, v'hakol matzah ba b'ferusheya, and all of it is found in the explanations. Bidak duke, and the analysis, the osiosa uvikotse, and the signs. I don't know what kotse is.
You have the osios, the letters, it's all known through the explanations and the dictic of the osios v'kutzia, through the didactic in the letters of the Torah, and on top they have the kesers, the kotsos, the various different ways that are marked on the top of the letters in the Sefer Torah.
Okay. I think it's getting very late.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you, we'll begin again this paragraph next time. Take a break now. Okay, very good. Thank you, Lou.
So basically, what he's saying is all of this information is in the Torah. You don't need to read the newspaper because you can figure it all out from the Torah.
Well,
Okay.
that's true, but there are A lot of other reasons why you should stay away from newspapers. Maybe we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that more tomorrow, Mr. Hashem.
Yeah,
You're right.
let's talk about that a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Roy, have a good afternoon. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
And thank you for the very good reading, Lou. And Mayor, we'll be seeing you shortly after the break, and we will begin our share, Mr. Brewer. Shortly.
Okay.